4 hours, depends who's driving, in Mexico City. And seeing this, I've never been to San Miguel before. Like a good Chilango, I stayed within my four walls in Polanco, and that's the story. But having never been here before, you've given me a gift, which is the gift of giving me Mexico back. Which this is the Mexico I liked from when I grew up. This is what I enjoyed looking at and seeing and feeling. Beyond that, I see a community that's growing. And it's very interesting because I work in a synagogue that's about 600 members. It has a beautiful building, has its own meat, whatever you can imagine. It was not always there. We worked very hard to build it. But for some reason, I always have this special feeling for people building new synagogues. It's something that I enjoy doing and I enjoy helping others do. There's a beautiful Mishnah that says that when somebody moves into a community, even if they're being there for 1 second or 30 years, it doesn't matter. Everyone is responsible for the upkeeping of the watchtowers and the watchmen. Meaning, when you move somewhere, that place becomes your own. And the excuse, well, I'm from Maryland and I have my shul there, so I don't need one here, doesn't really apply. We are all responsible for one another. I don't have to tell you that being a Jew in isolation does not work. This is how we die the quickest. Not by intermarrying and not by eating shrimp. It is when we live in a vacuum. God knows we're still alive from eating shrimp, right? It is when we live in a vacuum that we disappear. You need one another. We all need one another. And that's when Daniel and I started talking. I said, I'll go there. I'll be there, Daniel. And I immediately called Juan, and Juan called Daniel. Because I think that we do this knowing that everything that happened here today will transcend beyond anything we can explain. Abraham Joshua Heschel once said that God writes in crooked lines with straight letters. Which means that we cannot fully understand what we're reading right now, but when you go and compare it 1,000 years from now against your version of history, you know that what you did at that time changed everything and meant everything.